Hey, it's Warren here again with Copeland Small Engine Repair. Going to show you another little tip. A lot of people bring me Kawasaki engines that are on push mowers or self-propel mowers or what have you, but the little Kawasaki, especially the FJ 180Vs and stuff like that. But Kawasaki carburetors are a little different than a lot of carburetors. And what they'll do, they'll take the carburetor apart at home and they'll clean it out and they'll fix it all up, and then they get all these little pieces and they go to put it back together, and the one mistake they make, this little bolt that holds the bowl on the bottom of the carburetor, it already has one little aluminum washer on it, and then they find this other little aluminum washer laying here, and they think, well, it goes on that same bolt, so they'll put it on there, they'll put the carburetor all back together, put the bolt in the bottom of the bowl, and when they get done, it won't prime. And if they start it with starter fluid, it'll run, but it'll run like crap. And what's happening is, when they take this thing apart, when you put it back together, the little aluminum washer that's on this bolt, it only gets one. And then it goes through the bowl, and the other little aluminum washer goes inside the bowl onto the bolt. So you take the bolt, you put it through the bowl just like that, and you see it sticking up through the bottom of the bowl. Then the other washer, this other little aluminum washer, it goes on the bolt inside the bowl. If I can get it on there. And it goes on it down inside the bowl like that. And what you're doing, the reason it does that is this bolt has tiny holes in it. And when you press the primer bulb on this thing, it forces air down through a tiny little channel and into a little cavity that's around these little holes in this bolt to force it up out of this hole. And when you put both of these washers on the bolt, stick it in there, inside the bowl there's an air gap around it that lets the air just come out in the bowl right there. And that's why it won't work. A better description of this, I've got a little drawing right here, and this is how it should be. See, once you put, this is the bolt, the washer, the other washer's right there inside the bowl. This is the bowl itself. I got a cross section right here, and this is the stem sticking down from the carburetor, this little piece right here. And when you sandwich all this together, it leaves a tiny little air gap around that bolt right here, right inside the edge of the bowl. It leaves a tiny little air gap, so when air comes in through the tiny hole that's right here in the bowl, it goes through these little holes and up through the carburetor stem, and it keeps it from coming out here into the open part of the bowl. But whenever you put a Kawasaki carburetor together, especially on these little FJ 180Vs, now there may be some other Kawasaki's that aren't like this, but this little extra washer you have when you get done, it goes inside the bowl. Anyway, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.